Yeah, this is a classic, eh?
This is Origin's Brad's G up for Origin song intro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you know what I
one way
would
to
have
do
picked
it.
over this for an Eminem song though?
What?
Till I Collapse probably.
Oh, yeah.
Gets used on like every Kobe motivational video,
Yeah,
especially
100%.
after he died, bro. They just like upped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every single one.
losing yourself to Eminem though,
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
with Origin. Like I'm just
Well-
picturing Origin cinematic,
Oh, yeah.
the promos, everything
Oh,
going over.
with the ultra cam
Yes,
and fucking and Gus is
Hold
doing
up. There's a slow still image of it's just gliding past Critter's head, and he's holding the ball.
No, I'm
He's holding
thinking
the
I'm
steam.
thinking pre-game. Gus
Yeah.
is about to do his fucking what do we call it? What does he call it?
Oh, his
speech?
final word.
Final word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a final word for us? Final prediction before
Nah,
this week,
Can't
mate?
do a final word yet because it's only start of the pod. I was actually going to just drop it on you guys. I didn't put it in the notes.
Oh,
but
really?
Should we take turns trying to give our final word for Origin?
Oh, bro, I need to research. I need to.
Nah.
I can't,
No, straight off the
You think
dome.
Gus researches, bro?
Couple
He
of
gets off the
Brouhahas.
cuff.
bro. He definitely researches.
I don't reckon.
You got to channel that
He-
inner Origin.
I'll
out.
give it a go.
He
but-
knows more about he's forgotten more about rugby league than we know together, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon so. Too.
Easily, bro.
But
Yeah.
Jace, you were saying leading into this episode that the Origin sort of rivalry, the hype, it's not as healthy as you think it has been.
It's not so much the hype. The hype's there for me. Like I watch all the clips, like both like Queensland and New South, both get me pumped up. Queensland a little lackluster for me though. I feel like New South Wales media team gets on it straight away from day one.
Yeah.
Like training out in the Blue Mountains in the piss down rain, all that shit, bro, just sick. And Queensland's just like, oh, we had our dinner last night.
Yeah, they're sitting in
Like-
the rain and raincoats on the sidelines uploading the footage live.
Yeah.
Queensland
Well,
is
bro,
sitting in...
they've been putting videos out, but they're training in beautiful sunshiny weather, bro. That's Queensland. We're sorry. We're sorry that fucking
Sorry the editing's not up to the standards.
Yeah, I'm sorry that fucking Mother Nature isn't punishing Queensland right now. Fucking
But
hell.
but you gotta admit though, training in the Blue Mountains got a bit more about it than training out at Saintry Cove.
Of course it does, bro. Century Cove is a hole too.
Yeah.
Does training in the rain like that add more hairs on the chest coming up to Origin?
Oh,
Do you think
100%.
it makes the boys closer instead of
100%.
the sunshine?
Well, if we're
and-
training in it and it happens to rain up here on Wednesday night,
let's say it's absolute
I think there's a
scorcher.
chance of that.
checkmate.
I think there's a chance of that.
But what
If
I
it's
was
dry, wet, like if it's not
fast
wet at all,
track as well, it'll still be all right too. I think.
think it suits the New South Wales side better. Fast track. I think Hammer.
Nah,
Dude, Trell Mitten open
honestly,
space on a
Ponga-
dry track. But
Ponga on a
he
dry
loves
track.
the wet too. Because
Oh.
how many times you've seen him in? Like,
Ponga needs open space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ponga on a wet track is trouble.
I feel like it's too much for him. Maybe a bit too heavy. You know, like
Yeah.
he needs a dry track. He's not a heavy track kind of guy.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Yeah.
I've seen Newcastle struggle in almost every game they played in the wet,
Yeah, yeah,
and
Right.
it
Whether
fucking
it's-
pisses down for them down there.
yeah.
I don't think it's weather dependent for the old Knights.
Yeah, but no, the hatred, bro. There's no hatred anymore.
Oh well, that's Laurie Daly's fault.
I don't think so.
They gave him the chance to fucking.
They did it to Billy Slater too, and
They
he
gave
did,
him the chance.
He did exactly the same
Yeah,
thing.
well, he's not gonna go. Yeah, well, Laurie Daly's a pussy. Fuck them. He's gonna
Dude.
roll with the punches, bro.
How many?
But they did the
Laurie
Queensland
Daly.
stuff first, so
Laurie Daly had the chance.
But how many
So did
Queenslanders
Billy.
would have gotten up if Billy just goes, "I fucking hate him." You know, I want to rip them. I'm
Well, we
gonna
are.
get into him. Like,
Bro, we
fuck
are
you.
up. Oh.
He can play the card where he wants to be. He can be shaking hands with us if he wants. But come
Yeah.
Wednesday, we're coming for him.
but
It would have riled
got
up the whole Queensland.
I've got something for you. I've been thinking about this right for a while now. So like last year, obviously New South Wales did really well. Fucking won the series.
Yeah,
Won the series.
really well,
did really well.
They did really well.
exceptional, great.
Really well.
Won the series, you could say.
Well, no. Okay. So
Did better
now
than
listen,
Queensland.
I'm not going to say exceptional, great, and all of those things for what I'm about to, for the reason of the fact that Queensland didn't have their front row. And we do this year. We do this year.
Oh,
Shit's about to go down. And
Excuses.
you've all
What
been
about- what about-
been living on false hope.
What about what?
You
You think
realise that?
Tino's the game
Here he
changer?
comes.
Tino, Mo, fucking bro.
Mo ain't scaring nobody. No offense.
I've said it last week. Mo's going to snap somebody in half.
Wasn't he there last year?
Yeah,
Bro.
but he didn't have he had, who did he have next to him?
Mo's shorter than
Ruben?
you, bro. He's not that intimidating.
Bro, but he fucking snaps guns. Yeah, well, fucking Junior Paulo's shorter than me too, bro. So.
He's not. Dude, Mo's not striking the fear of me, to be honest.
Well, bro, what kind of fear do you want?
Something legitimate.
What you want, like? So what? Payne Haas is fearsome? Is that what you're saying?
Nah.
No?
Spencer's fearsome.
Yeah.
Off the bench.
What, for 20 minutes?
What did he do last year? Turned his inside out and won the game for us.
Because we didn't have our forwards.
This was when bench rotations were on. So what'd you have for the bench?
It doesn't matter. They're coming off the back. They're coming off the back of guys who don't usually play in those positions, who probably will again. They will play in those positions again.
Can you smell
You
that?
all right,
Ben?
cunt?
It smells like fear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably coming from your fucking upper lip.
I
Cunt.
like
Yeah,
I like the way you're scrambling and dancing for shit.
yeah.
Oh, well, it's very hard when you're surrounded by losers, but fucking hell.
Didn't we win the last series?
I try.
Hey,
Technically,
we're
yours.
I try to
blenders,
get.
bro.
I try to get a word, and it's just like on this side. A couple surrounded by a fucking couple of New South Wales Muppets, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Hey, you're in a blue bread sandwich right now, mate.
Yeah, that's all right, bro. I can punch through wet bread.
Oh, I like it, mate.
I just want to see more hate. I think it's like also like the Instagram era, bro. Like everybody's friends.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
World's
gay
gone
shit.
soft.
You know?
Game's gone soft.
I want to see like
Yeah, you can't even say faggot on fucking in fucking messenger chats now without getting banned for fucking 4 days.
or grub.
Yeah, or grub.
Grub was a classic.
Or cocksucker.
And who? Oh yeah, cocksucker got cocksmoker.
Oh, cocksmoker.
That's what got me
Sorry.
banned. But called him a grub last week, got banned. What happens this week?
What? Yeah, he gets
Gets
fucking.
fucking sin bin for being a grub.
Mulatalo,
So,
we're
I
talking
think you-
about, by the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
for the listeners.
And he's lost, and he got a week as well.
You got to go
Yeah.
back and submit that fucking ban and tell them they owe you 3 more.
See what I tell you, Facebook, he's a grub.
Yeah.
I want an extra day.
Reporting. What are you guys reporting? Facts? Like, I thought it was only supposed to be. What was it?
Bro, you can't fact check fucking calling somebody a name, bro.
Yeah. And you can't fact check an opinion. Like, surely they can't.
That's
I mean,
it.
I guess that.
Well,
it was the
thought-
word that you used to give the opinion. I guess.
I fought the charges, right? And I won. I said it was slang from my area, and they were like, no, you're right, and still left me on band.
that was just.
So
like,
how fuck's that?
Yeah, that was like a mic drop. Like, oh, please, miss, but it's my friends. They were doing it. Yeah, I know. And she just walks off.
Yeah, you still got
You're
after,
still with them.
You've still got after school detention.
Just because
Yeah.
everybody's jumping off a cliff, that doesn't mean you have to go do it.
Yeah, well, now I've got those motherfuckers on a technicality because whenever I call somebody a fag, it's PHAGZ.
Or you
And
say,
you've been, what's
you know-
100% success
Fags.
rate so
Hey,
far?
100%.
That's what you're saying right now,
And I'm
right?
using it.
Yeah.
I'm using it every day.
if you use faggot when you do your reply, you just say, "Well, I'm talking about a bundle of sticks." That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, those, or just call them a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
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 Man, that bloke's the biggest
you
bundle
are
of sticks I've ever seen.
Is that the new word?
Yeah,
That's the
bundle
new
of
word
sticks.
for it. Bundle of sticks.
Yeah. But
Censored. No, we've just caved to the fucking censorship.
no, we just
No,
and
we're
we're
not,
going
bro.
soft.
I'm
no,
fighting.
we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sidestepped them, bro.
And they don't realize, like, if for like my next band, I think it's 6 or 7 days, I'll be breaking out my other profiles. Like, they're just in the wait. I'll knock the dust off that shit, bro.
Are you going to change Brad courtside to Brad Mates?
Yeah, Brad YMP or something like that.
Yeah,
but
sick.
I've got my the most notorious Richard Stroker.
Dude, Richard Stroker was the worst, bro.
You'll be on Richard Stroker's account saying, yeah, just chuck a couple of fags on the fire.
Yeah.
Every year, bro, I have to say happy birthday to 3 profiles.
Yeah.
Richard Stroker never replies, never says thank you.
Nah.
Just an ungrateful
He
cunt,
is.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it just hit me while Richard
Richard Dick Stroker.
Yeah. Nice.
Got him.
Hey.
Grow up, the lot of you.
Yeah, but he's not a bundle of sticks, bro. He's
No.
legit.
Did we want to get into the big news that's dropped today and something that just dropped like half hour ago?
Yeah,
Quickly,
yeah.
Before we get into Origin?
do
Or
our
do you
intro.
want to do the intro?
Intro first.
Yeah, go on.
You want to start us off?
G'day, mates. One-eyed Jace here, apparently, and I'm here with Brad, Dirty Dick, Bundle of Sticks, Togo, and Benny. I've got Japanese tattoos, but they're not colour, so it's okay. Hoa.
Nice.
We are just talking about that before
Smooth.
the pod. He said his Japanese tattoos are okay because they're not colour. He was just ripping on some of having Japanese tattoos.
It wasn't that. It was the look of them.
Oh, the look. Okay, I thought you were ripping on the Japanese tattoo just
see,
because
there
of
was-
the colour.
no,
Anyway,
I can't.
we're deviating. We're deviating. Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be talking all things rugby league, sports, and bullshit as per. We've got Origin news or Origin last predictions, Lachlan Galvin news, Bulldogs news. What else we got on our hands?
I don't know, bro. I can't remember.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But that's a good start.
But firstly, Brad, who's powering the pod?
Brouhaha breweries.
Nice. Where do you find their beers at if you would like to acquire some?
Well, you can either go to Mahoney or Baringa, one of their beautiful establishments, where they stock the Brouhahas, and they are actually breweries.
Yep.
And you can get a feed, take the family down, all that sort of stuff. Or you can go online to brouhahabrewery.com.au, look up the stockist list, and find your local that stocks.
Awesome. Or just go in and pester your bottle shop until they get it in there.
Yes, sir.
And Benny, who else do we have looking after us at the podcast here?
We got our mates from across the border in Tweed at Apex Ad Agency helping us tidy up our social media, make us look professional, slick, and get our potties out every week. So
Nice.
if you want to level up,
Yes, sir.
level up your own business, your business, standing on business, you know. If you want to level up your podcast, your social media profile, or want to know more about it, head over to apexadagency.com and hit up Azzy and Calv. Alrighty,
Nice.
let's get on straight into it, boys. Origin news first.
John Joe Galvin stuff, then
Galvin,
Origin?
why not?
Yeah. Well, he's off to the doggies, apparently.
Yeah, I think these two stories actually intertwine. So, I think the Galvin is the catalyst. So,
The ladder.
the latter is Reid Marnie given the early release, or given the okay to talk to other
Immediately,
clubs.
though.
Immediately.
Do you think he's approaching them like hey guys?
Nah.
You know, I'm not always like that on the field. You know, sometimes, or do you think he's more so like trying to play it cool and be like, no, I know I'm good. Who's gonna approach me?
When he talks to other clubs, you mean?
Yeah.
I think everybody knows exactly who Reid Marnie is, and if he tries to be somebody else, I don't think they'll pick him up. I reckon there's someone out there who wants that.
Who
Who
needs
wants
it?
that
Who
dog?
needs
We
it,
were just
bro?
trying to talk about it before. We
I
said
landed,
Cowboys.
Well, I landed on Manly.
Well, I'll tell you someone who probably doesn't want him, but probably will get him because he's starting to age. He probably wants a big contract.
He's not coming here.
And
Coming here.
and who doesn't love buying players that they don't really need?
That is fair.
The Titans.
Who have you got for... You got Verrills
so-
and who's your...
So
who's
Chris
your other
Randall plays
yeah.
our 14, but okay.
He's got to
so
stay at lock for me.
I kind of want it. We don't have a dog, bro. We don't have that.
You don't think Tino's a dog?
Oh,
He's a
but
polite-
but he's the captain, bro. He's
yeah.
not. He's not allowed to do.
He's
that
like a
shit.
Great Dane.
He's still
you need
fucking
like
right.
a fucking.
He still does that shit. What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't.
Remember when he fucking...
No, squeaky clean, mate.
Remember when he-
Anyway, so Reid Marnie, if he actually came to the Titans, not ridiculous money. And by the way, we just let Josiah Pahulu go
to the dogs.
So we've got some
to
money.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Ooh,
to Melbourne.
that's a
Watch him
great
turn
So-
into a fucking superstar.
Man, I'm so devastated. I cry reacted every fucking post that I saw regarding it. But
On the Titans posts?
yeah,
Like
Ti-
saying goodbye or whatever?
yeah. Oh, and just like Melbourne Post, welcome,
Bloke.
You know, welcome to Melbourne. I'm like, cry react. But I kind of think that maybe he's headed there, and it leaves room for maybe Chris Randall or somebody to take over Cleese Haas's role in the team.
I think Randall should stay 13.
Yeah.
Because see, like I rated Aaron Clark, and now look at him, absolutely crushing it for the Wars.
What do you think about? I know he's small, but what do you think about Reid Marnie playing 13?
I don't think he's got the ball playing skills either. So
Nah.
the one knock that I've always had on Reid, other than the
Grubbiness.
the grubbiness and all the carry on, is the passes from like your number one role as a dummy half to pass
Clean
it-
service.
clean service.
Yeah.
And mate, he gives some of the most terrible service out of dummy. Let alone
Yeah.
picking the ball up first and running with it and then passing it. It's even worse.
Was that us talking about this? That like I think it was.
I've definitely brought it up.
It might have been on the final prep. Even we were talking about how we hated dummy halves who pick the ball up, take the step instead of passing straight from the deck.
Harry Grant does that though.
If you're good at it,
but Harry Grant is like you'd have to say he's fucking probably top 2.
And if you're
in the game,
if you're trying to draw a defender by doing it, that I get that. But if all you're doing is giving it to the first receiver and you got to get it to him quick, you should not be picking up the ball up. It should just be straight off the ground.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, I just have a feeling that he's coming to the Titans. It's fucking like down deep. I'm like, God damn it, here he comes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Manly pick him up because we've only got we got Jake Simkin. We do have Lockie Croker now back.
He's back,
but he's not I still feel like he's just riddled with injuries, and it could be even lingering from last season. So again. We were looking for Tom Starling from the Raiders earlier on in the year.
He just re-signed too.
Exactly. So now that that's freed up, it's starting to make me think that possibly Reed could be going to the
he fit right in with Manly fucking grubby cunts, bro. So.
You could have some extra coin too with DCE's cash and only paying like a smaller chunk of that for Fogarty.
Yeah, and we've ran out of options on our bench and stuff as of lately to the point where we're putting Jazz Tafunga. And I know he is a 9 and he can play 9. But he can also play a lot of other roles. And
he's wearing the 13 on the weekend. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that, we don't necessarily need him. But even looking at most teams, not really many people need a 9 at the moment. Not a solid starter 9 because everyone's got starting 9s.
Yeah.
A lot of young hookers coming off the bench. But the only other thing we could think of was because Galvin
was our other one.
And Galvin and Talon De Silva are quite close mates. They won SG Ball together.
Yep.
Potentially Talon also moves, and then there makes room for him to play off Reed to play off the bench.
Oh, okay.
Again, whether he's going to want to do that,
I don't think he'd fit in with the Tigers at all.
There's Newcastle with Phoenix at 9, and possibly moving Phoenix to 7, dropping Cogger, and then having Reed slot in. There are a few different options, but
actually saying that because I said I prefer Cogger at 7 for Cogger, and then. Phoenix back to 14.
Newcastle are losing Brayley, aren't they?
No, they told him he could leave, but I don't know if he's found anywhere yet.
Yeah, right.
It was him. Who's the other who's the back rower?
Kai Pierce-Paul.
No, one with Millie Boyle.
Adam Elliott.
Oh, he's been told he can
He's been told he can find somewhere else as well. There was 3 of them. There was someone else. Can't remember who the other one was, but I reckon.
What are they making room for?
But imagine him linking up with fucking Dillbags again next year.
Yeah,
because actually,
that's what they're making room for.
Maybe
Dylan Brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And trying to keep Caitlin.
That's what it'll be.
I think he's gonna fucking dip, bro.
Yeah, but look at the Knights on the weekend. Fucking no Kalen.
Played better without him.
Play a 5'8" in fullback.
Well, he was a fullback coming up.
Yeah.
He would fucking do it all, bro.
But do you think it's like all done and dusted? That you don't think Parra could come in and swoop on him?
Oh,
or do you think because he's told Gus that he's wanted to be a Bulldog that it's done?
Yeah, no. I think if Gus is talking about it, I think it's as good as gold, eh?
Yeah.
But also, I think that is the weird part of this whole situation. Originally, the Lockie Galvin rumours were that he was going to go to the Eels, probably next year. It wasn't going to be as soon as this year. But hearing that he's going to go to the Dogs on a 3-year deal immediately wipes the Eels out of that race.
Yeah.
And if he signs that seems to be his club for the
Do you
next
think
he's losing $3.9 million from what he would have got from the Tigers?
Wow.
Do you think that just
great manager. Go Isaac Moses.
Thinking about Tigers decision to just go, you know what, go. Do you think it's off the back of playing against the Rabbitohs and Bud Sullivan just absolutely fucking killing it in 5'8"? And going, wait, we still own him.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're going to get him next year.
Who's the other one they got? Finu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Or do they? Yeah, I don't know.
But is he more of a 7?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Luai can go back to 6.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
But it's like...
And then having Bud Sullivan as a 14, maybe.
No, they'll have Silver as 14 now because they got Appy.
Possibly.
Because Silver's been good when he's filled in.
He is a good player, eh?
Yeah, and he's only fucking young as too.
Yeah.
He's only 19, so...
Bud also just gives me this vibe where it's sort of like he thinks he's a lot better than what he is.
Yeah,
he's
owed something,
attitude,
bro.
And it's sort of like, bro, because I remember watching a post-game presser and they asked him, Freddie goes up to him in the changing room and was like, oh, you went all right tonight, or, you guys got the win or whatever. And he's like, yeah, playing out of position, so, and it was just sort of like, that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. And it was like,
Come on, bro.
yeah, like that's probably not the first thing you say.
No humbleness.
Just no humble, but also like there's no, like he's never really been a top half in the game or even been remotely close.
But he does have his moments. Like he had his moments when
so you don't have a position, buddy.
Dragons,
he
had
his moments there too.
But they had him. Who was it? Him. Who's the one on the wing? Amon.
Yeah.
Is that the one that got? Who's the one that got done for hitting that cunt with the hammer?
Fuck.
That's him, Talatona Amon, isn't it? Is that his name?
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Tyrell Sloan's the one who plays on the wing.
Yeah, he plays on the wing.
Yeah, so those three were supposed to be like their fucking
Their big three
their coming
coming up.
uppance, yeah, and now they're all fucking
Splitting up.
yeah. But it's just all splitting heads with hammers. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna. I feel like it's gonna. I hope it fucks their season up. To be honest, the Dogs,
The Bulldogs,
yeah. I hope it
Why
fucks them.
fix something that's not broken? You're top of the ladder. You've only lost to the Dolphins, and you're changing up a big dynamic to your spine that's been working. They've been building it for last year. They built it last year, bro.
Broncos, that's right. Yeah.
And
then they almost lost to the Raiders. But there was all this shit coming out apparently that they were up Toby Sexton about that because they wanted him to take over the game, and he made some poor early kicks on third tackle.
So now they're just like sack him.
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, how's the culture, bro?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Best culture.
And like,
that sounds like Roosters culture, bro.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to stir more shit though? Like you fucking drop on one of the boys that they've built this culture with, and you're just bringing some young cunt in, who's going to get paid a fucking mozza, who's going to be 20 years old.
Yeah, it ruins it, right?
Yeah,
it ruins the vibe.
Yeah,
like building over these years. Yeah,
like I don't know, it's
just pretty. It's pretty.
I don't want as much as I don't like the Bulldogs, I don't want it to ruin their run because I don't want the Raiders. I don't want the Raiders to fucking win.
Oh, the Raiders aren't winning the comp.
Because if they do, the bet that I made with Simo.
Oh yeah.
If they win the comp, I got to get a milk bottle tattooed on me somewhere.
Get on your shaft, bro. The little milk
on the tip.
The milk. The milk bottle. The milk bottle lollies.
Oh yeah.
Just get one of those on there, bro. Little.
Yeah, it has to be little.
It'd be sort of same shape, same size, same color,
same shape. Fuck it up.
Oh, classic milk bottle, eh?
Yeah. Get oak. I'll just get oak on my shaft. It's jockey milk.
Yeah. Hey Anna, kill hungry thirsty, dead.
Oh, fuck.
Wasn't that the ad for it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yuck.
Alrighty, boys, we're going to move on from the headlines of Lachie Galvin, but we'll be covering it over the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. It'll probably be finalised before our next episode.
Oh, last thing real quick. Do you think it's perfect timing from his manager, though, to do it around Origin? Because it's like a big event, there'll be a bit more news around Origin. You think it's try and hide it a little bit, maybe?
Who's his manager? It's his old
Moses.
man. Is it?
Of course it fucking is.
That's right. I thought it was his old man.
Ben with the instant eye roll, cunt.
And you were saying fucking perfect from his manager, bro.
That was a joke.
Straight over my head, bro. I was like, man, how's the props?
That's why I wasn't sure if you actually were jerking. Holy fuck.
Yeah, my milk bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You have the milk bottle on there, so the end of your shaft. So every time that you try and make a new child, it's just like you milk it, like you squirt a little bit of milk out.
Yeah, bro. Mate, grab my udder.
Just get Paul's logo on it.
Yeah.
Dairy farmers, anything.
Lactose free.
Alrighty, boys. Before we get on to a couple of the other headlines, one of the things that I've started to notice in the NRL is the Polynesian takeover. Now, I know it's been in full effect for the last couple of years, but we're used to seeing a lot of the big front rowers, a lot of the damaging running forwards as your Polynesian blokes that are making it in the NRL.
Yeah.
The last probably year or so, we've seen a lot of these smaller Polynesian fellas come through. Guys like Keanu Kinney. We had Josiah Papali'i on the weekend.
Papali.
Papali, Isaiah Iongi, Isaiah Katoa. There's a lot in the league now where they're starting to actually almost take over and take some of the shine off those big
two
guys.
of the 4 finals.
Yeah.
Small.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like the more you think about it, the more that there are out there. Even fucking Cody Nicarima just carving up. And I know he's not Polynesian, well, he's Māori, and he was also been in the league for a long time. But they just seem to be finding the way that they can play in the league. And I'm all for having the small man in the league.
I love it,
I
bro.
think it's great.
I love it. Yeah.
Just
100%.
Just on Keanu Kinney too. Did you see him dancing the other day?
No.
Shirt off at his wedding.
Really?
Yeah, got a sore
didn't see
neck,
it.
do you?
Oh, no. Here we go.
Hey,
Dancing.
you can't be dancing with an injury.
Fuck. I
Can't be
didn't
doing
see
fuck-
it, bro.
Doing the old.
Yeah, he was. With his
He was
shirt off.
Dougie.
bro.
Yeah, he's doing the Dougie, bro.
Yeah. It was on. I seen it on AJ Brimson's story.
Oh.
He's out there fucking. I
Sound-
was like, next
Sounds
season's
like the
all right.
recovery's going well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like
I
it's
just,
working.
I just,
Good
thought,
to
it,
see.
I just
Good
thought it
to
was
see.
interesting. I thought this podcast was against Blakes dancing when they were injured.
Well,
so-
His rehab
Well-
coach is doing a good job.
I've seen for the last 2 weeks he's actually been running, like sprinting and stuff. So
No, we don't
Yeah, he
need it.
came back to training on Monday with a neck brace.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, still getting full pay too.
Sounds
by the
good,
sounds
bro.
of it.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
Keanu, show us that Dougie.
Sounds like the bro's doing well.
Yeah.
But what is it? I think
But
it's like 60% of the league is Polynesian now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck. See, I
So-
love that. And I think it's a healthier game when everyone's involved as well.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Bro, I want to
discriminating.
see some fucking Americans come through. You know what I mean?
Well, now that they've got
wanna see 'em.
they've got the rugby programs over there now with
Yeah.
the NRL going in, so we probably will see some blood through.
And then some fucking Irishmen too. I want to see some fucking full-on Irishmen.
Do you remember the rugby sevens they had here ages ago? It was like, rugby sevens, and they had that fucking black dude who was the like top 100 in the world for sprinting,
Yeah.
and he just like it was at Skill
Yeah, he's an
Park,
American winger.
dude, and he literally would just like get the ball, and they have the highlight video to it as to that song from fucking Black Eyed Peas. Dude, every time he gets the ball, bro, he just like runs around the whole team and just,
Pump it.
yeah, and
Louder.
just goes, bro. He's off. Like, fuck, he was quick, man. Like you could get imagine how many people you get from like D1 football who don't make it
Yeah.
to the NFL.
Exactly, man.
The only thing is though, they would be fucked playing 80 minutes.
They're not used to the amount of contact and the skills.
No pads.
Yeah, fuck that.
But imagine some of them boys hit like once they
But
got
there's got to
confident.
be psychos that don't make it.
That's what I mean. Like there
Who-
should be like.
they could be
out of
just
the
they could just
millions.
man the bench, bro. They could just be fucking 30-minute players.
Do you think
know?
Volandis is over there the week before Vegas? That's why we've gone there. Do you think he's
Maybe.
over there fucking dipping fingers into
Yeah,
these
yeah,
colleges and having a look around and
100%.
hey mate, if it doesn't work out over there, you can earn a good living in Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah, that'd be sick. I would
The
love to
problem
see
is
more
that everyone
Americans.
in America thinks that Australia is basically a communist country right now. So,
Do they?
yeah, bro.
Oh god.
Like after the COVID stuff, like how they locked us all down and that. they're
Oh,
like,
Victoria.
yeah.
Dude, I'd have fuck 'em. The only thing that annoyed me with that was just not being able to go to the pub.
yeah.
And that was only like 4 months anyway.
But now they've just because like all the CCTV, there's like way more CCTV here than in the US, and they all just think we're living in a communist country, basically.
I'll stay over there then.
Yeah, fuck yous. We don't want yous.
Dogs.
Bring in the fucking Irishman.
But who would you say is your favourite Polynesian player now, currently? Like to watch, not just like who you like, but
Can
who
it,
do you-
does it have to be like? Can I say a Kiwi?
yeah, that
Yeah,
counts.
Polynesian is also Māori.
Yeah.
Leka Halasima.
Oh, you
That's actually a good shout.
You just knew how much I
didn't he?
was fucking.
Huh?
You knew how much I was on him.
He just got re-signed too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years extension.
Good on him.
Yep.
Good
He's
on the
been
Warriors.
he's
as
been
well
killing
for
it, bro.
locking him down, man. He's gonna be
Like talking about like
Beast.
young fellas, you know, fucking weapon.
I'm gonna have to say Isaiah Katoa as of lately.
Oh god damn it.
Bruh, he was chopping down. Who was it? I think it was Leka Halasima last week when the Dolphins played the Warriors, and he didn't miss a fucking tackle on Leka. And
Yeah.
you see Leka,
They'll try
run-
and get him, eh?
But you see him play every other week, and he is throwing dudes off him every run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not fucking Isaiah Katoa, bro. And he's one of the smaller players on the field.
He's a
Still
nugget,
so
though,
young.
eh?
Great tackler.
Fuck, he's solid, bro. And yeah, but defensively, like when I saw him doing that, and like, don't get me wrong, he wouldn't get him down as soon as he made contact, but he'd be hanging on and he wouldn't fall off the tackle until Leka was down. And
Yep.
he was manning him the entire night and he did a good job on him. I don't think
Yep.
Leka scored that game, so I'm going to have to say Katoa. And then also his kicking game, too, is just,
Well, Canberra did a good fucking job on him too.
yeah.
Over the weekend, really good job. He was handled really well. But yeah, I think they just like, you know, like players, they emerge and then they just have like that purple patch of like a couple of weeks, and then teams were like, all right, we better
Work 'em
start
out a little
fucking,
bit.
we better start like fucking keeping an eye on this guy, you know?
I think that's it, and that's his success is that he flies under the radar. He doesn't do all the flashy shit, but he just does every 1%er
Yeah.
fucking right and hard. So.
Well, did you watch all his, have you watched his stuff from when he was younger?
Nah.
He was actually a centre.
Yeah,
That's why
okay.
he's got that footwork, bro.
Fuck, imagine that big cunt as
Yeah.
a centre, bro. Fuck.
That's why he's got that footwork, and like he can leap. You know what I mean? So you know, in playing in the second row, being able to do all that sort of stuff, like I'm not surprised he's carving up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Who do you got?
Oh, probably a bit of a random one, just because I enjoy watching him when he's got his hair tied up. Fucking old Bunty R4.
oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Bro, when he's
Bunty.
you know, he's got the
he
hair
used to
just,
do the back fence bunty too.
yeah, bro. You remember when he just has the hair tied up, but it's still out at the back,
Yeah.
and you watch him hit
The
bro,
collision.
and the hair's just like fuck.
Oh, back fence Bunty.
Yeah, Bunty R4, and it's a great name to say.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a great name.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Polynesians and the Maldives, last night we watched the Raiders nudge out or edge out a victory over the Warriors in New Zealand. And then as soon as the game was finished, the Raiders let the fucking New Zealand fans know about it. They went straight up. Did you
they?
see it?
No.
Oh, bro. You need to log into our TikTok. We are going off.
What did they fucking rip into him?
Yeah, bro.
So the,
What, the
immediately
Raiders
after the game,
fans?
No, Raiders players can't.
Red
Oh,
horse,
really?
old fucking horse after the game, bro. Double fucking flip to the
No.
to the crowd, and then the camera comes around the front because he's flipping them off, and they get Civilio Tavali. Is it Tamale?
Tamale.
Civilio Tamale's going, fucking take that, you cunts. Fuck you.
Giving
Fuck
him
you.
the mana
Giving
wave.
him the mana wave, bro. And then like half walking off and then getting over his shoulder like, fuck you, you fucking little fat bundle of sticks. and
Tarpanay was doing the old crybabies too.
Yeah,
the old
saw that in the
fucking-
game.
The
Yeah.
And then they flick to the fans. The Raiders fans are in the stands doing it too.
Bro, they,
And then
those,
all in our
those boys
comment
want to be
section,
careful.
all in our comment section, everyone going, wow, wow, wows.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it was
love
good.
it. That's nice.
It's good.
Yeah, that's actually good.
But I was also saying to Jason that, you know, the Raiders, you know, we give shit to the Raiders, on the pod, but also they have actually copped it. You know, they cop it every year and for
Yeah.
good reason. But they also, you know, it's about time they start fucking pushing back a little bit more. And
Yeah.
we criticize them, but I think it's a good thing. And you always
Well-
need a team in the league to hate, and they're
Well, it's
they're
usually
making
Manly.
enemies. Yeah,
It's
So-
usually Manly, but it's only Manly more so than Raiders because
Raiders are winning.
Raiders usually, so they start hot normally and then something will happen, you know, and a player might get injured or they do something dumb 2 weeks in a row and then Ricky will drop them and then bring in fucking Albert
Sam Chris will have a moment.
Albert Hopewadi will come into the team and then they just go really bad,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and then they're not under the radar, they're off the radar.
And we're all
And,
looking
yeah,
past
and
them
Manly
going,
are like,
"Well,
Manly are like, oh, we're almost in the out. We're in the 8, we're out the 8, we're in the 8, we're out the 8, and then fucking everyone's going, fuck them, they're pretenders, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's why Manly cops more hate from me anyway.
I feel like Manly's like fucking like nobody hates them anymore.
I was going to say, I feel like Manly
I feel like
was
that-
a lot more of the last decade. Like,
Yeah.
it was and again, we won. We had a quite high success rate. Made it to a couple of grand finals. Won one in the last decade. So I feel like because we were always so good, similar to the Raiders when they go well, fucking people hate them.
Yeah, yeah.
Penrith.
It's Australia, bro.
Yeah.
It's tall poppy syndrome. We fucking do it
100%.
better than
Yeah.
any country, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like,
But I actually liked the Raiders clapping back finally and doing it that way. Like it hurt me as
Clapping
a
back,
Kiwi, bro.
the
Like
Viking clap. Yeah.
because Mick Ennis did that a couple of years ago at the prelim
Yeah,
final, and he was
yeah.
giving it to the home fans. So I think the fans have always had it in them. Like the fans we've spoken about on the podcast, talking to you, Big Simo. But now we're starting to see some of the Raiders players kick back, and,
You know who
and
else is
all filters back off of Ricky.
Yeah.
oh, dude,
What-
a team with Ricky as a coach should be mongrel as fuck. Like,
You reckon-
that's
you
how
reckon-
they play. That's how they should be as well.
You reckon Ricky was real proud when they did that shit last night?
100%.
With the Mana Wave and all of
100%.
that. Like,
Yeah, and like if like when they get in scraps and all of that shit, he would never be in the dresser going, you can't fucking do that
Yeah,
shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He'd never be.
he organised the fight.
Yeah, he
I
was
know
probably,
you two boys, you're gonna fucking stick it out or stick one in each other.
But look, I'm still.
Then they bring out the inflatable bats.
I'm probably delusional at this point, but Raiders for the spoon.
Yeah, you definitely.
I don't know. I've got a pretty good claim on it, ATM. Nah.
Yeah, but look, I got a double, triple, quadruple, quintuple
Down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice, mate.
fuck it, fuck
Dig
you,
yourself.
Simo. Yeah, and Aaron Liao too. You fucking Raiders bandwagon,
Yeah.
fucker.
How's that? Jumps on when they start going good.
Oh, I've got a little Raiders yarn for you. So, one of my clients is personal, like good friends with Terry Campese.
Oh yeah,
And we brought up the stat 2 weeks ago of Ryan Pappenhausen tie-breaking with Terry Campese for the most points scored, who previously had tied the record with Mal Meninga. Now, that game in 2008 where Terry Campese scored the most points, guess who was the coach at that stage?
Mal.
And so he could have actually kicked a goal.
Oh no!
Yeah, bro. And they let somebody else
Let
take
somebody
it
else.
instead.
No, Mel.
Imagine your coach fucking doing that, bro.
That's the weakest shit I've ever heard.
So weak.
Oh, I couldn't believe. I was like, what?
No, wait. Who were you
I would
talking to
expect
that
that from
about?
Ricky. It's one of my clients.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's his. Nah, Mel's a
he's a
sneaky cunt,
personal
bro.
ma-
He is. I think he is too.
Yeah,
I reckon
I feel like he would do something like that.
he would
bro.
hold. He would hold. Like,
And I reckon if we go back to the game, we'd see it, and it would be legit.
That's why Titans sacked him without talking to him. No, who'd they sack? They got rid of someone.
Well, I think they got Gordy. No,
No,
they still
it
got
was-
Gordy.
it
They
was
sacked
Mal.
Mal. Yeah.
it was Mel. Yeah.
For that reason, he was supposed to be there for like culture and stuff, and he was.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's
Wasn't
right.
really
They
doing
sacked
much.
Holbrook without telling him, and he got the shits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, how fucking petty from your coach, bro, your head coach,
That's hectic.
to break an all-time record.
So are we talking about the round still? Or are we
Yeah, I've just got one more little headline from the weekend. That was Eshe May on the Matty John show, bro.
his bag.
Now, I'm just going to give a quick yarn on it now. I obviously stuck up for him a lot last week. I almost fucking punched both of you guys about him last week. And yes, last night, watching him on the Matty John's podcast show, seeing him sit down with a big fucking fanny pack, I just went, okay. Look, this is what he wore to the fucking meeting with Laurie. Laurie took one look at him and goes, "Can you take that man bag off for me, mate?"
And he went, "No."
And he went, "Nah, bruh.
He said, "I
you
know."
gotta, I'll burn a jersey, but I'm not burning this man bag."
See, I don't mind.
But
I don't mind it, bro. Be yourself.
Sort of, I get that. I agree, and you know, he's got nothing to lose, I guess, going out and doing that, other than it making it look a little bit more not in his favor.
I don't know.
For
how,
me, I
don't-
see that.
I don't know
But-
how it is. Though.
But is this the like so like back like let's say 10 years ago even it was like if you had tattoos that you could see like you're not going to get the job
Yeah.
sort of thing
think-
is the man purse the new tattoos?
No, I think it's
up
just.
there.
I think it's just a Westie thing, bro.
It's the man bag, the rat's tail, and fucking just
The attitude?
Just there was a little bit of attitude, but you said that you liked the way that he spoke about it.
I thought it was great because he just like instead of fucking kicking rocks, he could have just not gone on the fucking show because they knew he'd ask him about Origin shit or give him like make jokes about
He
him.
made a joke about it himself straight away.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that. I thought, fuck, that's good. And then when they're like, Hindy and that were giving him shit about the bag, and they're like, oh, that's a nice bag, mate. And he's like, yeah, thanks, brother. And he's like, what do you got in there? Skittles? And he just starts cracking up. Like,
Skittles.
dude, it was just, I thought it was.
But he said something else. He was going to try and say something and then realised what
And then
what they were implying and
Yeah,
everything, and then he
yeah.
sort of like fizzled his way out of it.
But then they asked him, they're like, oh, what brand's that? And he goes, oh, Coach. And he goes, oh, any bag sponsors want to reach out? He goes, yeah, reach out, bros. And he's just like adjusting it and shit, bro. I was like, fuck, I'm all for that, bro. Might be a little.
That's self-promotion right there, bro.
Yeah, it might be a bit of Westie
Yeah.
bias, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck, man, you want these players to like be themselves.
Yeah,
and-
but who
and-
But
like all these young
don't want
cunts
them-
though,
you
like
don't want
especially Westies who are like they're all Eshes, bro. They're all wearing these bags and shit, and they all look
but-
up to guys like Taylor and
Well,
Terrell.
why do you think his
Bro.
channel and stuff takes
Yeah.
off? Because he's just himself and just
Yeah.
says it how it is. So I appreciate that. Like, because you don't want all these cunts just sitting there doing cookie cutter shit. It's like, yeah.
All right, so let's
Like-
put it this way, right? You got a job interview. You got a job interview for some dream job that you've always wanted to fucking do, and you decide to wear a Coach bum bag and fucking do all that. Like,
But
like,
he wasn't in an interview.
I
He
know,
was just going
I
on
know.
TV, bro.
No, I know. But even in saying that, like just going and presenting, like that's the next opportunity that you've got to present yourself on live television across the exact audience that are sort of 50-50 with what you've done in the
Yeah.
week. And I just don't think. I think you know.
What do you not like
and again,
about the bag?
It's not him. I get it. It shows authenticity. I'm all for it. Like I'm not fucking caring about it. I'm just saying that I can see why a fucking 50-year-old Laurie Daly tight ass is going. I don't like something about this guy.
Payne Haas wears fucking TNs every day of his life.
He literally punched AK-7 over TNs.
Yeah. I don't think there. I don't know.
bet he wears a fucking bum bag.
100% he does.
Well, then what's
Yeah.
it? Because it's not as
100%.
playing. It's not as tackling. It's not as playing. So it's got to be. It's got to be something like that.
It's because he's
not his personality.
It's because he's a Westie, bro.
That's not a legit reason.
It could be.
No, it's not.
I mean,
It's
if
because
Payne-
Nick Politis told him not to pick him. That's what it
If
is.
Payne Haas can still get him with all the shit he's had going
Well,
on.
he's a Westie.
Who?
Payne Haas.
No, like I mean with all the shit with his
Stephen
mum
Crichton
and his
Westie.
dad.
So like it's not a Westie thing that they're not allowed in the team.
No, but you-
it's the attitude and the things that you're doing around you.
But he
the
doesn't-
people you're influencing. And
But
if
he doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs.
Is
Probably one of
Payne
the
Haas
good
a
ones.
you
Westie?
have to. It was just that whole sort of
Oh, the like the
vibe.
The lad
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah.
S-shaped bar.
But and that's what I mean. Like like you're saying that that guys look up to him and stuff like that. So why the fuck wouldn't you want him in the team if people look up to him? But obviously you don't want them to look up to him if he's doing
Well, no, I
wrong
think he has-
or has a bad
I think he has like
something around
influence.
him.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And he is an influencer because he, like Jason was
But he's
saying,
also
he streams.
Well, his channel's
Like-
pumping. I think, what's his name? Spence dropped his first one the
Yeah,
other
he's-
day too. Got like 150K or something
Yeah.
views on it or something. So in the first day or whatever.
But also Terrell May is so young that we forget how young he is, and like for he's not thinking about he's not thinking about maybe this is the best look or the not. He's just trying to look as fresh and feel good.
Well, when it-
he's
yeah.
like 20
Bro,
years old, bro. That's what you
When
do.
he was with the Roosters,
But
you think about
manager
this, right?
or something should
when,
be like
when he
"Bruh."
was with the Roosters and he's on the come up sort of thing, and he had Joey Manu and fucking Joseph Suaalii fucking rapping and shit in their spare time. You know what I mean? And they didn't get the ass. They ended up fucking off, and then like Spencer comes in, and then he's in the bad books
Yeah,
or whatever, and then fucking, and then fucking like maybe it's a full on like
East versus West. Well, dude, they would look down on him 100%. Like being from Mount Druitt, St Mary's, fucking all them areas out there, Penrith, like all those shittier sort of houso areas. They'd fucking look down on for sure, whether they say it or not. Like that fucking vibe for me would always be
like
there.
we we're saying, like the pretty boy Roosters. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you don't
Yeah.
fit that mold, bro.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it as well, but
I get what I get what you're saying, Ben. But for me, I feel like it's.
And
I don't
feel
think
like
it's enough. But because I was defending him so much last week, I was just saying that's probably a big reason why. Because again, I don't want to backtrack a week ago and then like you know what I mean? So I'm just explaining.
You should have just kept backing him, bro. Because I think the
No,
bag,
I'm not Reece Walshing it.
I think
Nah.
the bag is like it's just him.
It's-
you
yeah,
know?
it's a
and he
non-issue
was
for
and,
me.
it's not like he's gonna become a TV presenter. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not like that.
And it's not like
He's-
he was there fucking
live
selling outside
streaming
the
podcast.
studio.
Yeah,
and
but
then-
he's live streaming as himself. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
not fucking straight back with a fucking suit on like they want everyone to fucking be.
yeah, I'm all for it.
I don't know. Yeah,
If anything, we need more bum bags in the NRL.
Maybe we get some bum bags. I don't know.
I've got
we?
one.
Oh,
You've got one?
this guy.
He's got one.
Oh,
just-
fucking hell.
Probably wears it to the
You never see me fucking wear
Probably
it.
wears it to work.
Oh, putting the bad word on the bro for having a bum bag, and then he's fucking got one in the cupboard.
I wore it to the sportsman's lunch on Friday night, Matty John's.
Yeah, he comes out. He's like, "Yeah, it's a
Coach
coach
line.
brand.
It's
Yeah,
Coach. Oh, this guy.
All
that's
right.
why because he out bum bagged him, bro.
Yeah.
And now he's
Yeah, mine's
jealous.
not. My bum bag ain't that big. I only got a little one. Barely fit my phone in it.
All right, boys. We'll keep it moving because we've got to. We'll do the most recent round.
Yeah, go. It's fucking 5 rounds. Obviously, perfect round for tipping for most people, I think. 0-5 for me.
I got one right.
Who'd you get?
I got Knights.
Oh, dog.
The Dolphins beat the Dogs 44-8 in a. I ended up going to bed halfway through
Pooslinger.
that one, but
Absolute poo slinger.
Poo slinger, but
it was
Dolphins
in the
played-
wet. It was fucking pissing down.
Dude, they played great.
Pissing down so
Kurt
much.
Donahue, fucking standout game for him.
Broken nose.
And you know
comes
there's,
back.
there's a lot of controversy or not, like I guess conflicting comments and stuff saying that they should not play during the Origin rounds, but I think times like this it gives guys like Donahue to step up
shine.
and have one of the best games that
And you
he'll
know
always
what, bro?
remember.
I love it because it's not like the NBA or the NFL where the worst team gets the first pick in the draft and teams get to even out over the years. You know what I mean? This is how it evens out the fucking competition when the best players get taken out of the teams who are doing well. unless
point.
you're the Titans. And then, and then the teams who don't get affected get to actually go on a good run.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you get to blood a few new players that probably aren't going to get to debut at that stage. So
They get chances, man.
yeah, I'm all for it.
But I was telling Ben before the pod, bro, about Donohue's nose, how he broke it and straightened it, came back out.
Yeah.
Legend. Takes a bit to do it.
Fuck, bro.
And just hang out is fucked. But to do it and keep playing footy. But he scored a try right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And gets up. All the boys are getting around him anyway. Fuck, I can't remember who it was. Someone's a bit bigger than him. Comes in, grabs him around the head and just pulls him in. And I'm like,
Squashed his face.
On his chest, cunt. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like,
That'd hurt.
But he comes out and he's like, oh. And I'm like, bro, you'll feel that. You'll feel that tomorrow big time.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The next game we had Friday night, the Eels defeating the Manly Sea Eagles 30 points to 10.
You know what's fucked?
Poosling of that one.
I was online.
That was a fucking poosling.
I was online telling everyone, told Hello Sport, told everyone that fucking I foresee Manly Sea Eagles losing that game, and then I fucking
Didn't tip 'em?
and then I tipped them.
It wasn't as much of a blowout as the end score ended up being, but mate, we're in some trouble.
Yep.
Not a good day to be a Manly fan, but
But you didn't have DCE.
I don't think it would have made a difference on the day. And we were essentially versing the Eels, who were Mitch Mosesless, who were struggling at the start of the season.
Zach Lomax.
Zach Lomaxless. So, we got no excuses on that one because, we might have been missing Cherry, but they were missing two of their players. And we've seen what they're like throughout the rest of the season. So to see them put 30 points on is very fucking concerning.
Well, Eels.
Tom's playing injured at the back there as well. He let through a couple of tries, but
Soft
again,
ones,
we were letting through line breaks in the fucking middle of the field. So there's just so much not working.
Are you missing Sipley that much?
I think that makes a big difference.
And Paseka.
Yeah. That's who I thought.
That's who I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
Sipley out too?
No, Sipley's still in. I think Paseka's a fucking huge loss, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't think it when he went down, but I think you see it now.
can sort of, yeah, definitely.
But also the Eels, as we mentioned a bit earlier, Josiah Papali debuted for. It was pretty cool because I think one of the wingers went off early.
He got called in.
Yeah, it was like a HIA and got called off. So he got an early call up, and you could just see the fucking like the bright lights almost getting to him, and he's just sort of like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't get himself into the game immediately. I think the Manly boys picked up on it, and Lehigh Hopewadi we kept pinning that left side and scored a couple of early tries.
Well, he set up Sam Rani.
Yeah,
He did the last pass
Yeah.
to Sam Rani and then got his own try.
And then
great game for the kid.
fucking the Dylan Walker line break through the middle of the field and then passing it off to
needed him.
Dean Hawkins, and then Dean Hawkins off his knees just fucking hoofing it out to the wing, and surely enough,
Did you
in the
scream,
debutants.
"What are you doing, you idiot?" I did. I fucking screamed it
No, I
because
said-
when
I
I see a
went,
ball,
"Yes!"
when I see a ball flying through the air like that, like a chance pass, I'm like, "You idiot!"
Yeah, Hundy.
Because they barely ever pay off like they should.
They went. I think they went the big lift because it was your mate's fucking. What's our mate's name again? Fuck, I've already forgotten it.
Oh, Karim.
Nah. Fuck, what's his name? The forward for
Who?
Para. On the Atoll then.
Paulo.
Paulo. Fuck
Bolo.
me. Why did I forget? Why did I
Bolo.
forget? His 250th, bro.
Yeah,
So-
pretty hectic.
Getting
Yeah.
up for it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd say. But
there's-
you know what? So, sorry. One thing about the Eels, right? So they're not lacking in backs. So I think Lomax, as good as he is, can be replaced, like we saw. And then they've played plenty of games with Dean Hawkins already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it
So
helped having him in the squad a bit earlier.
for sure, man, for sure.
Bit of
So
chemistry
they've got a bit going on already.
rather than him coming in right now and then them looking like dares and headlights.
Yeah.
But then like on the opposite end, Manly, who are never without DCE, pretty much. Like he fucking broke his back and had one game off.
We really should have. We really should have brought Joey Walsh in. He's been playing for the Q Cup, New South Wales Cup side, and he's absolutely shining down there as well. And again, probably give him a couple more. You can't judge him off his first performance. I don't think he's going to be a DCE in this first year. I don't think he's going to come out and do anything crazy, but blood him in early while we can. I think he's more reliable than a Jacob Arthurs.
I was going to say, what do you
dude,
think
he got-
about Brad Arthur's son?
Yeah, he got fucking wrecked, bro.
Dude, I was hoping he was staying off of that HIA, but No, he
Could have done with a Schuster, I reckon. Could have done with a Schuster.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for. The next game that we had, boys, Saturday night, we had the Roosters defeat the Sharkies. Put an absolute fucking clinic on them.
Hey, no, it's all right. Sharks had a shitload of Origin players out. Oh wait, no, they didn't. They don't have any Origin players.
No, yeah, full squad.
Full squad.
Yeah, full grub squad.
Yeah.
And the Roosters without Crichton.
Yep.
That's
Lindsay
it.
Collins.
Lindsay Collins. Who else are they?
Spencer Leniu.
No, Spencer Leniu with Rob Toyer.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell.
Four weapons.
Bro, how was that fucking try like back to back? It's like copycat tries to Tupou from Savala.
Yeah.
Dude, seen it like you can see him see that space. He's got fucking give me it again, cunt. When he did the second one, he looked like he's like I can't fucking believe Chopper Reed when he gets stabbed. He's like I couldn't bloody believe it. Fucking here he is, money to a fucking drug addict. It's like
Dom Young, red hot.
Oh. He looked a little shaky though at the start because he dropped a couple, didn't he?
I
think he dropped one.
remember.
But he looked better like as the game got on. Looked like he was finding his feet back. I was like, I couldn't work out why Marky Mark was paying so much for it any time try scorer. I was like, fuck, I'll take that. And I was like, oh fuck, Dom Young's outside and scored anyway.
Yeah.
But how's that flick pass from Teddy, bro?
Beautiful.
Hot. But yeah, fuck the Sharks. Get what you deserve.
Saturday night, boys, we had the Knights and the Panthers, 25-6.
Great game of footy.
What happened in this one? Nah, I'm not even.
Surprised?
This is the least I've been phased.
Yeah.
Like I was like I know I'm unfazable.
You're unfazable.
But Bathurst, we've lost like last couple, and it's always at Origin time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they do it.
Do they do that?
To the Bathurst fans who want to see the Panthers players, and they get the fucking reserve graders. And also another stat: I don't think Mitch Kenny's won a game when he's captained.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that's another one.
Yeah, right.
That he's lost.
Thoughts about Henry? 2-game suspension for a crusher.
Oh, yeah. It was. I didn't think it was as bad as it was. Like they said, he re-gripped and dropped, but it sort of looked like he had him. I don't know. It wasn't
I think it was as bad as Tino's one, but Tino got off.
Yeah, but he got done earlier this year, I think.
Yeah, he was. He already missed a game for a head high.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But I mean, fuck. What can you do? Like, but to be fair though, they got 24 points in the fucking first half and got one in the second half.
Yeah.
So Ivan's obviously said something to him to get the defense back on, to get that. And then the only reason they kicked that fucking drop goal is because we started fucking getting disallowed tries after that first one. So
yeah.
But yeah, no issue.
Fletcher at the back. Fletcher Sharp at the back.
Bro,
let Ponga go.
Yeah, he's going.
Just
bro.
let him go, man.
He's going. And who's the other guy they got? Fletcher Hunt.
Oh, he's good, eh?
With the mullet?
Yeah, twinning.
2 Fletchers with 2 mullets?
Yeah. Red hot.
Can never have enough. Especially like white boy blonde mullets, bro. They always look filthy dirty.
I didn't watch that game too closely, but who was the Knights halves?
Gamble and Cogger,
Yeah, true.
I think. Yeah.
They've failed so many times together before.
But Dylan Lucas, bro, fuck me.
just-
3 tries and then he fucked the fourth
Almost
one
got
up
a
trying to
fourth.
be a winger.
Yeah.
He even said that too after the game. He's just like, oh, yeah, probably botched that one trying to do a bit of fancy stuff. And he's like,
Yeah.
if you'd had it again, would you step on the inside? He goes, nah, go to the left again. I'd just fucking take him on.
we were all, with our bets, we were a week early on the Dill Lucas chain
I know.
train.
I know. But anyway, yeah, shit happens. We're at the bottom of the ladder. Who gives a fuck?
The standout for me in that as well was...
Well, you got 2 buys. We've only had 1.
Yeah, no. Bro, we got the worst for and against. We're minus 100. And I think the closest is minus 80, which is Eels.
Nice. I think we're
And
minus
you guys
24.
are minus 20 something.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. The next game that we had was the last one of the round was the Warriors and the Raiders. As we mentioned, Warriors getting the Warriors 16-10. Thoughts?
I thought the Warriors were going to get it when old mate got sin binned.
It was a good game. I'm not going to say it was a great game because I expected 30 points each.
For buy round footy, good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
The Warriors jerseys as well, obviously a
Red
standout. Probably the coolest jerseys that I've seen in a while, and that's saying a lot coming from the New Zealand Warriors.
Do they lose a lot when they bring these bad boys out? I feel like they had a big loss when they brought that black. Remember that black and silver one? No, the black and silver one. I think a couple of years ago.
Bring back the OG Vodafone one
and all the hype and
grey V with the collar.
I think that was the one they brought out 2 years ago, and they got fucking beat at home, and everyone was like hyping these jerseys all week. And it's just like this thing's fucking
Jersey
worthless now.
voodoos.
Those the ones with the like had tattoo patterns all over it. That was the best one. It was like a light green.
That was
and
the
blue.
multicultural round one.
Yeah, fuck it. Those jerseys were red.
Remember they missed multicultural round, so they did it the week after.
Yeah.
Or first game back at home.
Because don't they do multicultural round, then they do Pacific round after?
Nah, it's not right after.
Yeah.
I think it's spread out, but yeah.
Well, speaking of the jerseys as well, we saw the Broncos debut. Well, we haven't debuted them just yet, but they released the blackout jerseys. You want to speak a little bit about that?
When I first seen it, I was just like, fuck, everybody wants a black jersey now.
Yeah, we all want to be the Panthers.
Yeah, literally.
What are you talking about? The All Blacks have had it since day one, brother.
No, we're talking about rugby league here, Ben.
Yeah, come on, Benny.
There's always been one OG.
Yeah, but rugby union's dying, so
And also, technically, the Warriors are black. Like black and grey, black and white. Like,
Yeah, well,
I thought you meant the players then.
Panthers are traditionally pink.
No,
They started off brown, bro.
brown
like
and
your
brown,
hat,
and
like
brown
your
and
hat.
white, but we've been black.
They're the fucking colour wheel at the moment, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
we've been black since '91, mate. So what year you guys come into the comp?
I'm manly, bro. I don't know who you're talking about, you guys, but
Well, every time you talk about the Warriors, you say we should have done this better. So come on,
As a collective.
yeah. You always say we when you talk about the Warriors.
No, he says that about the Titans.
He does too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 3 teams.
No, you fucked him now.
Where were we
Fucking
What
hell.
were we talking about?
fuck knows.
Blackout jerseys for the Broncos. Don't like
So-
to give them much credit, but I really like them.
And for a good cause.
That's why I like
Too.
it. That's
Yeah.
why I like it because it's
Yeah.
for Black Dog Institute, obviously. So, fucking, surely they'd be donating. I think they're donating the money from the sales too
okay.
to Black Dog Institute.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Well, I mean, they want to.
Yeah.
If they're going to, it's for mental health, and then they just don't donate
pocket everything.
anything.
Yeah, $250 for a jersey.
Madge is just going, thanks, boys.
Yeah, needed a top up.
Yeah.
Got to find some way to get Reynolds to stay.
But yeah, when I saw the black jerseys, I thought the same thing. I was like, just trying to be the Panthers.
Yeah.
Fuck it all. And
But
then-
it's cool though. They get like all black, but the only bit that's white is the Black Dog Institute logo on the top.
Oh, is
of
that
the-
what it is?
Yeah, it's up
I was
on
trying.
the
I
top
thought
there.
it was the Dynasty because I think that's who makes the jerseys.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, they blacked all that shit out.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Only
That's
thing
sick.
that's in white is the Black Dog thing. So
Yeah, nice.
But
So
yeah.
it's like a white dog.
Jesus.
Just like you.
Try to whoa, okay. Fucking hell, you can call me Captain Cook next? Bloody hell.
Yeah, Triple C.
Yeah. yeah.
Captain Cook cunt.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. Well,
What else? What else happened in the footy this weekend?
I don't know, but I know what's happening this week.
Oh yeah, what's happening this week, Jason?
Wednesday night at the Cauldron, Lang Park, and you know what I did to fucking hype myself up all day?
Jerked off.
A couple times. No, the podcast by Channel 9,
The
State of Origin
ones.
stories.
Yeah.
Dude, I was listening to it today, bro. Even the Queensland ones, like just hearing Rabs over the top, bro, is just getting fucking G'd up, bro. Getting
Because there's
goosies and
like
shit.
6 or 7 apps on that, eh?
Yeah, for this season so far. There's one more to come out.
Oh wait, there's another season.
They've done a season
cunts.
every year, and I
No
haven't-
way.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
No,
I've
neither.
missed like the last 2 years.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I thought there was only one season.
Nah, there's like 4 or 5.
Oh, dude.
But they've been doing this season is Magic Moments in Origin.
Yep.
So they did Teddy's try in 2019, and Fergo like tiptoed up the sideline.
Yep.
Then they did Mark Coyne's miracle try.
Oh, nice.
Steve Lattimore, fucking.
He's been floating around a fair bit this year, Mark Coyne.
Yeah, I think he's getting amongst it a bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Who was the other one they did? Oh, Dozer with his
Oh,
try.
nice.
And it's like, spurred on by Cameron Smith. And he's like, go Dozer, go. I'm like, oh, bro, it's fucking annoying the shit out of me again.
Do you guys remember the first sort of Origin try that you guys remember? Like, I'm sure you've seen your first Origin try, but then there's the memorable tries. So for me, it was Jared Hayne when he was on the wing. I think it was like 2008, 7, 9
His
era.
red hot period.
And he's on the wing, bro, and he catches the ball and he does a little grubber, runs outside of the field, comes back in. I think it's on full half time. Runs back in, regathers the ball, picks it up, and runs around Billy Slater or whatever and scores. But that was always when I watched that and he was in his heydays. He was my favorite player, and yeah.
First ones that come to mind that I can like remember from like earlier days is probably fucking Anthony Minicello.
Minnie was so fucking good, dude.
So good, bro.
The Count.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
man. I actually really fucking liked Vinny. Hey?
Yeah,
even those Roosters and fucking New South Wales,
yeah.
dude.
He's hard to like dislike. Like he just seems like he'd be a good cunt to hang out with.
It was the same as Greg Bird, even before he played for Titans.
Yeah,
I just really liked him, mate. Like,
I liked him and Gal when they were the Bash brothers.
Yeah.
That was a vibe, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, not so much at the Sharks, mate. New South Wales, bro, and they'd get in and start like fucking, they were on one that night. Like even during the 8 straight, bro, and we get fucking pumped and shit, bro.
Yeah,
and they
you always get one
when they were out to hurt each other, bro.
when they know it's over and they're just like, you know what, fuck it, let's go.
I'll take the couple of weeks. We're not winning the comp this year. Oh, loved it, bro.
Yeah, well, if Queensland aren't going to win this year, I hope they do that. Let's start taking heads off. Fuck it.
Do you have a memorable?
Well, look, I don't have a try in particular, but just players who are just I just get like flashbacks of them just fucking making breaks and kicking to each other, and it was just fucking, it was Billy Slater and GI just working together.
Yeah,
just always, man.
You probably have 8 years of memories. Dude. Just some quick news that's come across the table, boys. Toby Sexton set to quit the Bulldogs amid Galvin's arrival.
And go.
This is but I don't know. This is via the Daily Telegraph.
He's quitting.
He is going to quit. Michael Plante thinks that the Bulldogs are falling apart for Galvin, and he thinks that the signing is going to piss off a lot of the players.
We just said that, didn't we? That's going to fuck this squad up. Dude, I because we hung out with Sexy a few times. Sexy. Yeah, well, we hung out with him a few times. Remember at your shop, Ben?
And Sporting Globe.
And he never came into the shop.
No, we hung out with him at Sporting Globe.
Oh, Sporting Globe, that's right. Because remember he was going to kick a ball up Ryan's ass, and Ryan kept catting it.
Yeah.
I ran into him another time, like after that, and I was like, "Oh, hey, bro," I was fucking hammered too. Might have been even J-Well's 30th, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, bro, remember you were going to kick a ball up my ass?" He goes, "Yeah, when's that fucking?" He's like, "I was waiting for J-Well to call me, tell me when I had to come put a boot."
Bro, we're always waiting for J-Well. Everyone's waiting for J-Well to call for something.
Oh, bro, fucking, did I tell
Sometimes
you?
a bag.
Did I tell you I seen him again the other week?
Again, after the road rage incident.
No, yeah, another one. This he come up and fucking, I was blowing the street down at Oracle there before Blues Fest. And he's like, fucking, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, sorry, mate. And then he puts his hands down. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. I was like, fuck, you put some kegs on, boy. You fucking, you ate a beer keg before you come to Triple M?
Well, he should go do the run it straight shit.
Oh, dude, I reckon he'd go all right against them Usos. I don't think I've seen one white boy do it yet.
I have.
There
was one bloke who was coming up through. He used to play for Manly in the Raiders, but it looks like Reggie's or Q Cup style. So he never really just fully made it. But all of his highlights were fucking like just a bulldog, bro. He was just running hard and fast at everyone, making a lot of breaks and could play multiple positions as well. And surely enough, if you see any white guys smoking these dudes, that's the fight.
Oh, really?
He never made it to professional rugby, but he was carving up in New South Wales. So,
right.
I was just gonna roll us into our outro, but do you want to give the Gus Gould prediction?
Well, do we want to do our final predictions for Origin?
Final prediction,
because you guys got a bet on, haven't you?
No.
Yeah. Remember you laid it down, and you know what else is fucked?
Me and Ben.
Yeah, because remember Ben was gonna, if Queensland win, he's gonna do the blonde Fisher goatee, and you were gonna bleach your mullet. Is that what it was?
Was that a bet? I was just going to do that anyway. But yeah.
Oh, isn't that? I thought you made that as a bet.
Do you want to do it as a bet?
No, I've got to go. This is the difference with all these fucking punishments and bets that he organises. Is like I've got to go to fucking work the next day and be serious with my clients. Yeah. You guys can fuck around in your truck and your workmates and stuff like that. You don't actually have to deal with the people that are paying your wages.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. Not the same way that I do. And they're not going to look at me serious. They're not going to take me serious. And it's just going to be a fucking shit show.
I have to look after the clients.
I get
multi-million-dollar projects.
I get photographed fucking every day, and my boss will purposely use those images as well.
That's good.
I know he will.
You know,
because he won't change them for 5 years. The last ones that I had was me with my bleached hair, and I look like a fucking 12-year-old fucking Dylan Dennis.
So it's a self
self-conscious thing
yeah.
for sure. I'm not going to fucking bleach my goatee.
Do you know
Okay.
what? Do you know what this could
I'll
be?
do it.
to
I'll
you?
do it as a one-off.
Don't disguise it as no. It's for my clients then. All right, it's for you.
Partly. Also,
Yeah.
my missus is going to be like, there's no fucking way you're doing that.
Yeah,
do you
we're
know-
making a blonde baby.
Yeah. I could go as far as frosted tips possibly, but I'll probably end up shaving my hair off.
Okay. What do you have underarm hair?
Plenty.
Would you
Oh,
would you
yeah.
dye that?
No, would you
Yeah,
wax
but
it?
what's-
No, would you wax
Oh,
it?
No,
wax
don't
it.
wax. No,
Oh,
dye it.
wax.
No, peroxide
Nobody
it.
can see that.
Bro,
no,
no,
you shouldn't. You shouldn't peroxide your armpits.
No, because
anyway.
he'd be like, all right, this is how you do it. He jumps up onto the pull up bar. He's just got blonde hair.
We bleach one. We bleach one and wax the other.
Dude, I'm going to be like to my clients, so this is how you do a pull down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we're changing up. Yeah, we're changing up the routine. We're doing dips now.
We're doing legs today.
Yeah.
Ben,
legs
the
until
blonde, the
this
blonde
grows
goatee could be your bum bag, bro. You're just wearing your personality, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, do you want to have a bet then, Jason? I'm okay with bets.
Yeah, I'll go.
you two can keep it right.
I'm
What
not
if
a
you
fucking-
peroxide your mustache?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I want
Because I know you don't like
cornrows
to
or
touch your
something.
hair.
Yeah,
You
I already
go
said. I
somewhere.
already said I'd do the cornrows.
Yeah, I feel like cornrows
But that's
is a
not
fair.
He wears them on like
He doesn't.
No, I haven't done cornrows. Cornrows hurt,
And
bro.
they're going to hurt him, bro. That's
They fucking suck. Even French braids are shit.
Well, let's just put whoever loses has
French
to get cornrows.
braids.
Nah, whoever loses has to get cornrows because you got long enough hair to have cornrows. You got long enough hair.
Yeah,
to have
that'll do.
cornrows.
I don't think
I
cornrows
like that.
are that bad.
Are you, bro? If I clip you up, people are gonna fucking piss themselves.
They do it anyway because they're scared.
Look at this Viking-looking motherfucker. Or like we'll do some sort of like
We'll have to
leave
fight,
the top,
we'll go to one of those shit joints and surfs where they put the colours in your hair too.
the rainbow, Sugar
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah, get the.
Yeah, something like
But yeah,
that.
they actually suck,
Titans
bro. They
colours.
fucking. I got Mrs. Sisters doing for footy.
All right, so
God,
what-
essentially
hold on.
someone pulling your hair and not letting go.
Yeah, bro. I've had them before.
No, go like- you go like this, bro.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad just moans.
do you,
Oh, why is
Mama.
Oh, harder, please.
So for the series or one game? Series.
do you want to do it game to game?
Yeah, go game to game.
So then
it's,
each-
if
If
we're
it's such
doing
a
ga-
small bet,
Well,
it's
that's
such
all
a
right,
small
then we
bet.
do-
So
Just-
listen.
So then we have it till
We'll
the
wear
next
cornrows
till
from
we
Monday
then
to
we have
Friday.
it till the next game.
I'm okay with game to game, and I'm okay with being
Yeah, you
the
can let
only
them out.
person who is in every bet. But you guys have to take turns, which
I'll
means
put-
you
I'll-
get two and Ben gets one.
Yeah, I'll put down. I'll go first game then.
Am I confident in a sweep? Yeah, okay, you can take the first game at Suncorp.
So he takes Suncorp, you take Perth,
Yeah, and then he takes the last one.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Righto.
And then,
3-0.
but if you lose, you have to have cornrows in for the 2 games.
No, I have cornrows in until
Second
Perth, and then if that fucking loses, then
New
we'll
bet.
do something else.
All right.
Oh, well,
So
that's
cornrows
that's
on the
you.
table.
That's
yeah,
you doing
that's,
something.
well, that's
else.
yeah. So
But if Queensland win game 1 and 2, you have to keep your cornrows until New South Wales wins.
it could be all year.
How does that work? That's not how it works.
Well,
it's gotta go game
hey,
to
I'm
game.
taking the most risk here, and I've got the weakest team.
Oh, he's admitted it. We got
The doubt
didn't even have to-
signing.
Didn't even have to press him
well,
either.
I'm fucking according to everybody.
Should I clip
Yeah.
that up?
This
I'll
is
You
clip
why.
got-
that up.
This is why
Well,
you don't.
guys,
clip
you
it up.
guys fucking reckon.
is
That's
why-
what you guys say.
This is why you don't.
All
cut
right.
it.
Well, let's-
You guys say it, not me.
Let's give our final predictions. Whether you want to do it Bruce Buffer, Gus Gould style, or whether you just
Oh,
want to...
actually, my final prediction is New South Wales 24-12.
Okay.
Queensland in a close one, 10-8.
Ooh.
Oh, low scoring. I think New South Wales are going to come out and Latrell is going to put an absolute show on Robert Toyer. I think he's going to show him what Origin's all about and teach him that there's only one big dog centre in the game at the moment, and it's fucking Trell. Whether or not he wants to do that at fullback or centre. The other news, latest news, Critter, potentially.
Oh, quad injury. He'll be right. It's just a call. Good thing we got
And
Stretch
Payne.
in there.
They say just a quote.
If Campbell Graham's being listed, I'm changing my allegiance.
I don't know.
Clip
you a
that,
Queensland
clip
jersey.
that up, Ben.
Wasn't Critter playing games last year? He come out to training with a fucking ice pack on his calf. And
Yeah.
He's
shit?
tough as nails,
Yeah.
eh? Like he was the
He's
one that
not-
blew his ear out and then just put a headgear on next week and went out and fucking played 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing, bro.
Yeah, he'll play.
I like that.
He's been
but yeah,
he's been playing with the groin for 4 weeks.
I think the
agree.
Blues and I think Trell for man of the match. I'm not sure what the score's going to be, but I think if I have to
Quick
throw
one.
one out there, 22-10 to New South Wales. Just a bit of a weird one, but I
Yep.
think Trell's going to have an absolute blinder and put a lot of pressure on Rob Toyer. I don't think I want to see Rob Toyer do well, and I want to see a healthy fucking battle on the edge there. But I don't think it's going to be that on the night. But I'm excited to see.
I think Queensland are going to beat them to death, and they're going to beat Queensland to death, and it'll just be like a lucky fucking maybe an intercept
I think it's going to be
to get us over the
I
line.
think it's going to be Moses and Cleary kicking you to death.
That will kick us to death. That's a given.
It's going to wear you
What,
out.
you don't think we're not prepared for that?
You don't have Ben Hunt this year to help kick.
Cleary
we don't
can't
need
kick for
him.
position this year.
What?
Cleary's not kicking for positions this year.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah, but like this year that we've seen, he hasn't necessarily, because they haven't been winning games, he hasn't been kicking for possession. He's been trying to stir tries and score, put points on. But
His running game has been a lot better than his.
I
kicking game.
agree. You can't have them both all in this, I guess. But I feel like, his kicking game this year has taken a little bit of a, I guess his running game has improved to that it's not just his kicking game that's elite now.
Dude, he's,
You know, he's got both.
He's got like 3 40-20s, I think. Or 4 40-20s this year.
Yeah, I think he's third. No, I think he's third on the list.
Is he?
For 40-20s. Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'd still be again watching some of those games back and seeing about the kicking for possession. That's just one take that I've sort of noticed on players. And again, it's a rough take because it's coming from an angle where he's not used to copying that criticism. But previous over the last couple of years,
Is this the first time we're seeing them together?
Yep.
Cles and Moses.
Yeah.
Any worries about them working together?
I don't think so.
it's my ball.
I think Moses has already come out and said he's happy to play 6 and do the
Second
role
fiddle.
do the role he's needed to do.
Yeah.
So
And so what? Cles is just divering it. It's like, yeah, I'm the big dog.
well, he is probably his best halfback in the world. So
Who's got the bigger chin? They said
Best half of the half
just
back
do a
in the
chin
world.
off.
Oh yeah.
well, who's
whoever's
better?
got the bigger chin can take the reins.
No, I just wanted to point out that they're coming last. So how and he's the best. Can't believe it. Anyway, continue on.
Right, take
Well-
Butters out of it and see who's where you.
I'm not claiming to be the best, bro. No, it's all good. No, you're right.
Alrighty,
Keep going.
guys. That'll wrap us up for today's episode. If you enjoyed this, make sure that you go across to our social media channels across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We're at Your Mates Podcast. If you're already listening through Spotify, make sure that you are subscribed so that you see our weekly drops. And we'll be back on Thursday night with our Bullshit and Yarns pod.
Yes, sir.
Again, just a quick little sort of message to put out there. If you aren't already, make sure that you are following us on Facebook and in our mate's place, or your mate's place, sorry, because we're going to be posting a lot of the stuff around Origin, and we are heading down to the Sporting Globe on Wednesday.
Which one?
Surfers,
Okay.
I believe.
I don't know, I haven't checked.
I haven't checked the poll. But if you stay tuned across our social media, we'll be sharing all that information. So if you want to come watch the game with us, which I would highly recommend, make sure that you are following us across our social media.
Yeah.
Alrighty, lads, until next time, let it bolt.
Bye.
Goodbye, up the place. Up the place.
Daddy.